There's a quiet mystery that so many seniors experience. The clock strikes 3 in the morning, and suddenly, like an invisible hand nudging them awake, sleep slips away. The house is silent, the world is still, yet the mind is stirring, restless and alert. It feels puzzling, frustrating, even lonely at times. Why is it that after a lifetime of working hard, raising families, building dreams, when rest should come easily and deeply, it instead plays these cruel games? Many seniors brush it off, thinking it's just a part of aging, but what if there's more to it? What if waking at 3 a.m. is your body sending you a secret message, one that, if you could decode, could change your nights and days for the better? The truth is, waking up at 3 a.m. isn't just random. Your body is trying to talk to you. At this hour, your natural circadian rhythms, the internal clock that governs your sleep and wake cycles, are at one of their most vulnerable points. Over the years, shifts in hormones like melatonin and cortisol become more pronounced. Melatonin, the sleep hormone that helps you drift into slumber, decreases with age. Cortisol, the stress hormone, can spike earlier than it should, tricking your body into believing it's morning even when it's the middle of the night. This imbalance quietly sabotages your ability to stay asleep, pulling you out of deep rest and into an unsettling alertness when you least expect it. But that's not all. Emotional patterns etched over decades can also rise to the surface in the small, dark hours of the night. Worries about health, about family, about things left undone, they all seem louder and heavier when the world is asleep. The mind, without the distractions of daytime activity, has nowhere to hide from its deeper thoughts. This emotional weight adds fuel to the physical imbalances already at play, creating a vicious cycle of wakefulness and frustration. It's not simply the body aging. It's a combination of your body's chemical shifts and the emotions you've carried with you, whispering and sometimes shouting in the stillness of the early morning hours. Another hidden player is blood sugar. Yes, something as simple as what you ate yesterday could be waking you up today. If your blood sugar drops too low during the night, a common occurrence with certain medications, poor evening meals, or unbalanced diets, your body perceives it as a threat. In response, it pumps out adrenaline and cortisol to raise blood sugar levels back up. But those same hormones also jolt your brain awake, disrupting your sleep and leaving you staring into the dark, wondering what went wrong. Most seniors never connect the dots between their evening habits and their 3 a.m. awakenings, but the link is undeniable and fixable. Even your environment plays a deeper role than you might realize. As we age, our sensitivity to changes in temperature, sound, and light increases. A room that's a few degrees too cold, the hum of a heater, the distant headlights from a passing car, things that once barely registered in your youth can now crack open your rest and leave you wide-eyed and restless. These small environmental triggers sneak up on your aging nervous system, and by the time you're awake enough to notice, the momentum for deep sleep has already been lost. Yet many seniors accept these disturbances without realizing that small adjustments, a thicker curtain, a warmer blanket, a white noise machine, could reclaim hours of precious, uninterrupted sleep. Medications, too, weave themselves into the story. It's common after 60 to take prescriptions for blood pressure, arthritis, diabetes, or other conditions. But many of these medications come with side effects that quietly disrupt sleep. Some cause nighttime urination. Others mess with your body's ability to regulate temperature. Some simply create restlessness as a trade-off for their benefits. Yet because these medications feel necessary, many seniors don't question the impact they might be having on their nights. It becomes one more thing they suffer silently, believing it's inevitable, when often, a simple conversation with a doctor could open the door to alternatives that are gentler on sleep. And beneath it all is something even deeper, the changing architecture of sleep itself. In youth, deep, restorative sleep dominates the night. But after 60, the balance tips. Lighter stages of sleep become more frequent, and the amount of deep, slow-wave sleep shrinks. This shift means that even minor disruptions, a dream, a creaky joint, a small noise, have a greater chance of pulling you out of slumber. You aren't broken. You aren't doing anything wrong. Your body is simply evolving. And understanding this natural shift is the first step toward making peace with it and working with it instead of against it. Imagine, for a moment, what it would feel like to gently roll over at 3 a.m. and sink right back into sleep. Imagine a night where you drift through each hour like a soft river current, waking only when your body is truly ready. This isn't a fantasy reserved for the lucky few. It's entirely possible, even after 60, even after 70, even after 80. But it requires listening to your body's whispers, understanding its needs, and responding with compassion rather than frustration. Sleep is not lost. It's waiting for you. And the trick to restoring it begins with recognizing these hidden patterns that have been silently shaping your nights. Now that we've pulled back the curtain on why so many seniors wake up at 3 a.m., it's time to move beyond the frustration and into the solution. Because the truth is, your body isn't broken, it's simply out of rhythm. And rhythms can be gently, powerfully restored. One of the most effective ways to do this isn't with medication, expensive gadgets, or forcing yourself to try harder to sleep. Instead, it begins with a simple but profound realignment of your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, through the timeless power of light and habit. Light is the language your body understands best when it comes to sleep. For most of human history, our ancestors rose with the sun and slept shortly after it set. Their bodies knew exactly when to be alert and when to wind down because natural light was their guide. Today, though, artificial lighting, glowing screens, and irregular schedules confuse that ancient system. Your brain, still wired like your ancestors, gets mixed signals. It doesn't know when it's time to rest deeply and when to be awake. And so, in the silence of 3 a.m., it jolts you awake, unsure of what it's supposed to do. But by gently guiding your body back toward natural patterns, you can restore the deep, uninterrupted rest you've been longing for. Start by embracing morning light like an old friend. As soon as you wake, even if it's cloudy or gray, open your blinds wide, step outside if you can, and let natural daylight flood your senses. This early light resets your internal clock, sending a clear message: it's morning. It's time to be awake. Even 15 to 30 minutes of morning light can make a powerful difference, helping to anchor your body's rhythms and pushing that unwanted 3 a.m. wake up further and further away. Think of it like tuning a beautiful instrument back into harmony after it has drifted out of key. But light alone is only half of the story. Your body also craves routine, not rigid schedules that stress you out, but comforting rhythms that reassure your brain it's safe to fully surrender to rest. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, acts like a steady drumbeat for your internal clock. It teaches your brain when to wind down, when to dream deeply, and when to rise refreshed. It's tempting to stay up late watching TV or scrolling through your phone, but those late-night bursts of artificial light send chaotic signals to your brain, tricking it into staying alert long after it should be preparing for deep sleep. This is why the hour before bed matters so much. Think of it as sacred ground, a time to transition your body and mind from the busy energy of the day into the stillness of the night. Dim your lights. Turn off screens. Let your home sink into a gentle, cozy atmosphere. Perhaps sip a warm, non-caffeinated drink like chamomile tea. Read a calming book. Practice a few minutes of deep breathing or gentle stretching. These small rituals, repeated night after night, create a powerful signal to your brain: it's time to let go. It's safe to rest. Over time, this practice weaves itself into your biology, becoming a path your body instinctively follows into sleep. Another subtle but profound trick lies in rethinking what you eat and when. Heavy meals late at night, rich in sugar or processed carbohydrates, can send your blood sugar on a roller coaster that shatters your sleep in the early hours. Instead, favor a lighter, balanced dinner filled with healthy fats, fiber, and clean protein. This helps stabilize your blood sugar throughout the night, reducing the odds that you'll wake up feeling wired and restless. Sometimes, a small, mindful evening snack, a few almonds, a slice of turkey, a piece of avocado, can also help maintain balance without burdening your digestion. Breath, too, becomes your ally in this journey. When you awaken in the middle of the night, instead of fighting it or panicking, turn inward. Breathe slowly, deeply, as if you were rocking yourself back to sleep from within. Focus on the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Release each exhale like a soft sigh. Remind yourself that waking briefly isn't a failure, it's simply a moment. You can return to sleep by inviting your body to relax, rather than commanding it. In this way, you build a bridge back into your dreams, without anxiety pulling you further awake. It's important, too, to honor your emotional landscape. Journaling in the evening, even just for a few minutes, can sweep lingering worries out of your mind and onto the page. Write down the thoughts that trouble you. Name them, honor them, and leave them there, knowing you can pick them up again tomorrow if needed. Your bed is not the place for battles with worry. It is a sanctuary for restoration, for healing, for renewal. Treat it that way, and your mind will begin to follow suit, understanding that nighttime is for peace, not for struggle. And remember, patience is your greatest companion on this path. If poor sleep patterns have been building for years, they will not unravel overnight. But every small step, every morning you greet the sun, every evening you dim the lights early, every deep breath you take at 3 a.m. instead of panicking, brings you closer to the deep, nourishing sleep your body still craves and still deserves. Sleep is not a door that has slammed shut on you forever. It is a garden, waiting patiently to bloom again under your gentle, persistent care. Now, let's dive deeper into the heart of why your nights feel so fractured, and why fixing it is more possible than you might believe. One of the most overlooked reasons seniors wake at 3 a.m. lies within the mind's secret conversations, the background hum of unspoken worries, old memories, and subtle anxieties that surface when the world around you finally goes quiet. During the day, these thoughts are often drowned out by movement, conversation, and activity. But in the silent hours, they grow louder. If your mind is carrying unprocessed fears or regrets, they can manifest as restless awakenings, pulling you from sleep before your body is truly ready. This is why tending to your emotional garden is not a luxury, it's essential. Every evening, give yourself permission to gently sift through your thoughts. You might not have control over everything that happens in life, but you do have the power to meet your inner world with compassion instead of judgment. Consider creating a small ritual, perhaps lighting a candle, taking a few minutes to sit quietly, or softly speaking affirmations of release and peace. Let the flame, the silence, the breath be symbols that you are choosing to unburden yourself before sleep. This simple habit can, over time, ease the mental tension that often triggers those 3 a.m. awakenings. Another powerful key lies in honoring the natural drop in core body temperature that helps signal your brain it's time for sleep. If your bedroom is too warm, it disrupts this essential process, making deep, continuous sleep elusive. Experts suggest keeping your sleeping environment cool, ideally between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Choose breathable bedding, wear lightweight clothing, and even crack a window open if possible. The coolness tells your ancient biology it's nighttime. It's safe to descend into deep rest. This subtle but profound environmental cue can make a world of difference, especially when paired with a winding down routine that soothes rather than stimulates. The timing of your daily movement also plays a critical role. Moderate exercise, like a brisk walk in the late morning or early afternoon, can naturally reinforce your sleep-wake cycles. But vigorous exercise too close to bedtime can flood your body with adrenaline, making sleep more elusive. Tune into your body's needs and adjust accordingly. Movement is medicine, but like all medicine, it needs to be timed wisely. A simple walk outdoors during daylight hours not only strengthens your muscles and heart but also bathes your brain in natural light, further anchoring your body's inner clock to the rhythms of day and night. Stress management becomes even more crucial as the years unfold. Chronic stress acts like a relentless drumbeat, keeping your nervous system in a low-grade state of alertness, even at night. This underlying tension often erupts in the early hours when your conscious defenses are down. Combat this by weaving relaxation practices into your daily rhythm. Meditation, even just 5 to 10 minutes a day, can lower stress hormones, ease anxiety, and create a deeper well of calm you can draw from when sleeplessness strikes. You are never too old to learn the art of deep breathing, mindfulness, or gratitude. These are timeless tools, available to every soul willing to reach for them. Another overlooked but impactful trigger for 3 a.m. wakefulness is dehydration. As we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, leading to subtle dehydration that interferes with many bodily functions, including sleep. When your body lacks sufficient hydration, it can trigger stress responses that jolt you awake. Aim to drink water consistently throughout the day, but taper off in the evening to avoid frequent bathroom trips at night. Hydration is not just about quenching thirst, it's about giving your body the internal resources it needs to rest, repair, and renew during sleep. And don't underestimate the power of your thoughts, especially the beliefs you hold about aging and sleep. If you tell yourself, "Poor sleep is just part of getting old," your mind accepts that narrative, and your body follows. But if you declare instead, "My body is wise. My sleep can improve. Healing is still possible," you open the door to transformation. Your beliefs shape your biology more than you might realize. Hope is not naive, it's necessary. Carry it with you into your bedtime rituals like a secret weapon against the quiet despair that sometimes creeps in during the dark hours. Finally, remember this: waking at 3 a.m. doesn't mean you're broken or weak. It simply means your body is asking for attention, for care, for gentle recalibration. You are not a machine that has malfunctioned, you are a living, breathing masterpiece, adjusting to the changing seasons of life. And just as the earth moves through cycles of light and darkness, warmth and cold, so too does your body adapt and shift. Honor that process with patience. Approach each night as an opportunity to listen, to learn, to heal a little more. Stay with me, because what's coming next will unveil the single most overlooked habit, a simple, powerful practice that countless seniors have used to finally sleep through the night again and wake each morning with fresh, vibrant energy flowing through every cell of their being. There's something quietly unsettling about waking in the stillness of 3 a.m. The world outside lies wrapped in silence, yet inside, your mind races, your heart seems to echo, and your thoughts begin spiraling into every corner of the past and future. You lie there, trying to will yourself back into sleep, but sleep refuses to come. If this feels familiar, you are not alone. Thousands of seniors struggle with these mysterious early awakenings. But what if I told you, these wake-ups aren't random? That your body is communicating with you in the only language it knows, through rhythm, imbalance, and biological signals that something needs your care. The good news is, when you begin to understand the root of this nightly interruption, you hold the key to unlocking peace, rest, and renewal once more. Many believe insomnia or disrupted sleep is just a side effect of aging, something to be endured, not fixed. But that's a myth we need to unlearn. Age may change our biology, but it doesn't condemn us to sleeplessness. What truly disrupts sleep after 60 are often habits we've unknowingly carried into our later years, habits that stir stress hormones, disrupt natural melatonin production, and confuse our internal body clocks. You might not think that sipping tea late in the evening, checking your phone one last time before bed, or falling asleep in front of the television could throw your sleep cycle into chaos, but they do. These small habits quietly build a wall between you and the deep, uninterrupted rest your body craves. Let's talk about stress, that invisible guest who overstays its welcome. As we grow older, stress doesn't always show up as panic or pressure. It hides in quiet worries about health, about finances, about family. It hides in the news you hear before bed or the memories that surface when the world goes quiet. And when cortisol, the body's stress hormone, rises late at night, it jolts you awake in the early hours. Your body feels alert. Your mind is buzzing. And suddenly, peaceful sleep feels a million miles away. But by adopting rituals of peace, such as mindful breathing, evening journaling, or gentle stretching, you can train your nervous system to let go, to unwind, to welcome sleep as a healing friend rather than a fleeting stranger. Another powerful yet overlooked cause of early wake-ups lies in blood sugar imbalance. After 60, your body doesn't process sugar the way it once did. If you eat a carbohydrate-heavy dinner or a sugary snack before bed, your blood sugar can spike and crash while you sleep. That crash can cause adrenaline to surge, and just like that, you're wide awake at 3 a.m., heart pounding, unsure why. The fix? Balance your meals. Include protein, healthy fats, and fiber at dinner. Consider a small, protein-rich snack an hour before bed, like a handful of almonds or a spoonful of peanut butter. This small change alone can keep your body in a steady state through the night, promoting deeper, more stable sleep. Let's not forget hydration. Many seniors drink less water during the day, only to become thirsty late in the evening. Then they either sip too much close to bedtime, waking for bathroom trips, or go to bed dehydrated, which can affect everything from your blood pressure to your brain function overnight. The secret lies in pacing your hydration. Drink consistently throughout the day, and taper off 2 hours before sleep. That way, your body remains nourished without interrupting your rest. Water is not just for the young, it's a vital key to cellular repair, memory protection, and yes, restful sleep at any age. And now, perhaps the most transformative shift of all, creating an emotional and mental environment that invites sleep instead of resisting it. Our minds are powerful machines, always scanning for danger, replaying regrets, or worrying about what's next. But at night, your only responsibility is to rest, not to solve the world. Try this: before bed, write down anything troubling you. Just a sentence or two. Then give yourself permission to leave it on the page until morning. This tells your brain, I've acknowledged this. I'll return to it later. You'll be surprised at how this tiny act of mental decluttering can calm your nervous system and allow your thoughts to quiet down. It's also crucial to rethink your bedroom not just as a place to sleep, but as a sanctuary for healing. Your surroundings matter more than you realize. Dim lighting, a slightly cool temperature, soft textures, and the absence of electronics can send powerful signals to your brain. Here, we rest. Here, we let go. If you can, invest in blackout curtains, a gentle white noise machine, or even essential oils like lavender and chamomile. These are not luxuries, they are tools of restoration. They work with your biology to create a sacred space for rest, allowing your body to feel safe enough to fully let go. The final key lies in the simple ritual of gratitude paired with gentle imagination. Before sleep, instead of replaying fears, softly recall 3 things you are thankful for. These could be small: a delicious meal, a kind word, the feeling of sun on your skin. Then, imagine yourself in a peaceful place, whether real or dreamed, a forest, a shore, a garden. Use all your senses. Picture the sights, the smells, the sounds. Your body will begin to mirror your thoughts, slowing your heartbeat, releasing tension, preparing for sleep not through force, but through gentle surrender. Let go of the belief that waking at 3 a.m. is your destiny. It isn't. It's a message from your body asking for a better rhythm, a softer routine, a little more care. And when you listen, truly listen, you begin a journey not just toward sleep, but toward peace, toward calm, toward feeling whole again. Remember, even at 60, 70, 80 and beyond, your body is still capable of incredible renewal. It wants to serve you. It wants to heal. All you have to do is give it the chance. Here at Healthful Living 60 Plus, we believe that every senior deserves more than just survival. You deserve to thrive. To wake with energy. To sleep with peace. To live with joy. You are not at the mercy of your age. You are powerful, capable, and full of life. So tonight, and every night going forward, choose rest. Choose healing. Choose yourself. And let us walk with you, side by side, every step of the way. Because your best nights and your best days are still ahead. Always.